MakeHairBowsNow.com presents Christmas Love. This is an adorable hair bow that could be used for a pin, jewelry, or even for a Christmas ornament. We can make it out of rickrack, out of fabric, out of felt wool. I have two different patterns, a thinner or a thicker one. Both patterns are available at MakeHairBowsNow.com on the blog and the link below. Make sure you subscribe to my video channel and receive notice of all new craft videos as they come out. Okay, you take the pattern that's provided below at the link and you're going to use stiff felt, which is available right by just the regular craft felt, and take the pattern and cut out the circle and the inside circle. I like folding it in half to get it started to cut the inside circle. It's going to be the backing, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Use your scissors, use the full blade to get a nice circle. This is rickrack I'm going to show you how to use. This is the wider. All supplies and dimensions are available at the link below. Double your thread, tie a knot, and do a stitch in the very bottom, and then you're going to do a gather stitch in and out, about a quarter to a third of an inch apart all the way. The entire length of your rickrack or your fabric or your felt wool, whichever you prefer. Go clear to the end and then pull your thread through. Keep on pulling it through, and then kind of even your gathers up. Pull it flat right on the end because that's where your ribbon's going to go. A little bit of hot glue, kind of make sure your gathers are even as you take and add it. You can go in circles or just a straight line would work too as well. Sometimes I prefer just a straight line of hot glue. This is just low temperature hot glue because I burn myself way too much with the high temperature, and it sticks just fine, no problem at all. Kind of fluff it up and get the look that you want, and keep on going all the way around to the very, very end. Just in the center, just make sure you kind of line up the center hot glue with your stitch line with your gathering stitch and work it all the way around. Make sure you've gotten your gathers nice and even so it'll be even all the way around. Work clear back up to the top, and again, right at the top, I like to make it flat, not gathered, because that's where our bow is going to go. And I'm going to trim this off because that's far enough for me, and all the dimensions are available at the link below as well as the patterns. I'm going to use just a trim here. This was $1.99, and I think on sale it cost me $1. You can use ribbon, you could use jute, you could use yarn for your bow. I'm going to make just a double little bow here, kind of a figure 8, back and forth, and I've already cut my piece of wire, just 26 gauge craft wire, and I'm going to use that just to wrap around it. You could use thread, but wire is so much easier to use. And just take and make sure, the trick here is to keep that nice and tight till you get your wire on there and get it super, super tight. Wrap your wire around there and just pinch it super, super tight, and then you want to twist it so it just cinches it down so it looks so cute here. Really, really tight, and we're going to put a little embellishment on the top of this so this wire will be covered. And when I trim this and push it down, then I'll hot glue it to the bow and you won't ever see it or feel that little wire. So push it flat right against the bow and decide that flat part that you've created on your hair bow wreath right there. A little bit of hot glue. Look how adorable that is. Right there, put it in the center and decide what embellishment you like. I like a little bit of jewels. These ones I just picked up at the dollar store. There's about 100 of them, these little acrylic jewels, and I like using E6000 to apply these versus hot glue because the hot glue has a tendency to get all over the place. I'll just squirt a little bit on a piece of cardboard like this and use either a pin or a paper clip or a toothpick and just put a little bit on the back, dot it, put it right on the center, and you have to wait for it to dry. Don't touch it, don't move it. You can also use E6000 to maybe the tails. If you want the green tails to be in a certain position on your bow, you could glue those down. These I've glued like beads all the way around for embellishment. This is felt wool, and I've used the smaller pattern that's available. I have a large and a smaller pattern. Felt wool is so inexpensive, 25 cents for a full square. You're going to cut 2 lengths of this and just gather it just like the rickrack and just put one onto the top of the other because there's going to be 2 lengths. Pull it all the way up, and this is the wider one. This is the wider pattern here, and I have that available too as well. You can see this is textured felt, and you can see once you cut one side out, it's easy to do the second. So 2 lengths is what you're going to need, and again, you'll gather right up the center just like you did with the rickrack. Just keep on going, attach the other on, and glue it on, and glue whatever embellishment. Now, if you want to make a hair bow out of it, a little felt heart, hot glued on 3 different points right at the top where the bow is, and then then you can put an alligator clip right through there. Or you could make this a jewelry pin, or you could even use it for a Christmas ornament. It'd be adorable too. And put your pin on with some E6000 or even hot glue, but hot glue will pull off a little bit more. And then there's your alligator clip. Look how adorable that'll be in the hair. That could be on the side of the hair, above a pony clip. This is fabric I used. This is the rickrack one, or again the felt like you can use. Make sure to give me a like button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll get a listing of all my new craft tutorials as they come out. Look how adorable this little bow is here that I put on here. And go to my website and get a free hair bow tutorial, 3 of them, all adorable. Have a Merry Christmas and fun crafting.